Pump. 100 plus. Plenty times.
Keep it rolling, bro. I think there's people over here. Or over here. In
Guys,
that building.
Yeah. Guys, that's it. I'm now a pump user. I don't care.
He's so... Oh, they're on controller. Keep going.
Don't worry, I'm up here.
Okay.
They're above me?
They have grappler. Right.
Yeah, I know. One's like all the way up, right?
Yeah. They have grapplers, so don't fight. You have a big pot?
Yep. Nope. No, that's not it. A little bit unfortunate timing. Slipped in.
One shot dead.
Alright, you slow down.
Okay, I killed him though. I thirsted him. Going up. He's up.
Spray him out.
He has an RPG out. I'm gonna grab. Oh, he launched. Spray him out.
28 blue. I'm launching after him.
I'm going, yeah. He has skies, but whatever. I don't care. Just dive. I have grappler. Just you spam, I go. Going. Spam for me.
36 blue. 36 white.
I'm stuck in his build. That was crazy. 90 white. Ah! Okay, we're good. Ah! Oh, I'm falling.
Yeah. So other team shot us. I grabbed the sky scar.
Okay.
Do you have any big pots or no? Yeah, I have no mats. I have no mats. I have like 40 brick.
Here, that's all I have.
That's fine.
Let's refarm then. Let's play slow and refarm.
No. We're pushing these guys.
We don't have enough mats for that. We shouldn't.
Trust.
Okay. If we die, you owe me 5 gifted.
All right. No, these guys were close. Shoot.
Yeah, they ran this way.
Yeah, I see. I hear them over this hill.
Okay, I'm with you.
I think I see them in the bush.
In this bush.
I cracked. I'm putting on minis.
Okay, on top you cracked, right?
Yeah. Put on your minis.
I cracked one. There's another team. There's a lot of people around us. All right, I'm with you. Let's go.
Watch.
In this cone. Got your finish?
Underneath.
It's in the bush probably.
No, he got out.
He's just 90ing. Oh. He went down. He's coming for you now? On me. He went up again. On my wall.
Dead.
Nice. 3 bigs. I'm popping one.
See what happens when you listen.
Hey man, you're the IDL.
Oh man, I slipped that rocket in so easy, bro. I'm grabbing the bigs to carry with us.
Of Kingdoms.
What's next, IGL?
No, you're IGL. I was just
I'm
IGL
not
for a temporary time.
You need rockets? I got max.
No, I'm max rockets. It's crazy how that they magnetized to my forehead. Double heavy in the distance. Rockets.
There's people right here.
Oh yeah, those are the guys that want to focus. 100%.
Okay. Go.
I think he went up.
No, he's here. In the house, I think. Okay, I'm being like 50-50. I hit the.
Okay. Let's meet up to. Okay, we're here.
Let's go to height.
Here. Just take this bait. Okay, I'll throw you the bait.
Come up. I have height. Come up.
Right, come. Who the hell built this view out, bro? They're underneath height.
Yeah, there's a lot of people around me, and there's one team just minigunning.
Here, I'm gonna give you a big.
Okay, can you just come up? Okay, nice.
Yeah, I'm right here.
I have 400 mats. We need to. Kill.
I have about 400 as well.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get kills.
This is like Grotto team, I think. And there's a guy in the open. There's a guy like in this box. I want to kill that guy. Yo, there's a team to our west pushing.
I hit one for 30.
This guy's off shield on the left.
We're being shot out with RPG.
I'm in this box. I got this box.
Double RPG from underneath.
I'm going up with you.
It's only 5 brick. Never mind.
No, there's more right there. I'm gonna get it.
You grab it because you have the grappler.
Okay.
We lost height.
No way.
People launch padded on height.
Okay. I just got max metal. I have 1,000 mats now.
Never mind. I have height. They did launch pad on height though, so like.
Come
Not
here.
sure. All right, lit.
There's 100 brick too.
Okay. I'm gonna be mean with my RPG, bro. I got 10
You
shots.
should just be spamming. I got 12 more. Just use all 12 right now.
Just
There's people right here, and there's people. You know what? Let's just. I'm gonna get ahead. Be careful of your back.
All right.
I got the grappler. People are gonna launch pad like near me though.
First, let's try a pure DPS team. Oh no, he's got AoE damage. This is going to end badly. But no problem. I'll just use my secret.
It's not. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's. One shot probably.
One shot. Got him.
Again, in the air. 50.
Focus shield. Found that guy.
Killing this guy. Dead.
I hit him with a RPG. Nice.
Hello everyone. And why would that be? Well, a couple reasons. But the main one is because of these infusers. I mean, they're both the same. I didn't even realize I had one down. But that's besides the point. Look at this thickness, boy, girl, whatever you are. Look at this. My head is like a little grape. This narwhal, oh, it's big? Nuts. We were made to be together. Now to the setup. And my ore is stuck. Let me fix that real quick. Without killing it, preferably. You know, because you can do that pretty easily as well. Like very quiet right now because I don't want this to mess up. Okay. This is my new life skipping setup. So here are the basics, and it gets stuck there for about 4 or 5 months or so. You want to get your dark ravioli. Dark illuminator, I meant. Then you wait for the ore to upgrade a couple thousand times. Goes through the scanners, it goes through the thing, and then it bangs some more. It goes through the exact same thing again. You turn the conveyors. This Tesla, more like Deadla. Put a dark illuminator there instead. And VG. Good old NVG. Oh, here we go. There it goes again. And now the final upgrade process. Get the Dark Illuminator ready. Just spam it. Oh, here we go. 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 Oh. That's slightly less than I expected. Was the ore worth QND or QNV? Oh no, it's not glitched at all. Okay, well that's besides the point. Cool. Rebirth time, I think. I should wait, actually. But, here's the new Ancient Coliseum. I haven't done some real testing on it, other than throwing some ores at it while they were septillion value, and they were all 0. Which didn't really come as a huge surprise, so let's see what the multiplications are like when there's no upgrades at all, and you're throwing a $2 ore at it. Probably decent. At least that's what I'm going to assume, because if it isn't, hey, guess how much I'm going to use this item then. Alright. Times 6, so without upgrades it's times 6, I believe. Or by the looks of it, not I believe. Okay, so Diamond Breach Loader. We'll do the same thing with this. You betcha it will. Okay, so the base multiplication is 6 times. I'm sure it has other multipliers later, but they're probably not as substantial, so I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's all I need to know about that. The reinforced security wall is pretty nice. Don't get hit by that red laser beam now. Frog particles, they're what you'd expect. You have frogs come out of you. Frog infuser, you jump 39 yas. Circus cannon, that. To be honest, I was pretty stupid because at first I thought that you had to power it with coal. And I just assumed that when I got launched, it was because ores were coming out of it. So I was confused when I started getting $0. Nope, they were just shooting the coal out. So that was a nice meme of me. And I believe, oh no, the Masked Man.
So real quick before the video starts, if you guys enjoy it, remember the fusion items that were added with reincarnation. This update, fusions are now concerns that you might have over all of the new, a little bit expensive on the Sakura side, but it does have, honestly, a pretty solid multiplier to it. Ores that have been around for a minute or less get a 10k multiplier, anything from 1 to 5 minutes gets a 13k multiplier, anything from 5 to 9 minutes gets a 19k multiplier, and anything 10 minutes and above gets a 25,000 multiplier. It does lose multiplier for every ore that processes, so that is something to take into account, but I would say this thing is actually a very solid furnace. Now, it depends on when you get it in the game, and it does have the Sakura Garden downside of losing multiplier, but if you can get it relatively early, this thing can be pretty powerful for you. Next up, the Anguished Garden. This is a fusion between the Dreamer's Anguish and the Sakura's Garden, and I gotta say, I really like the look of this one. I like the red sand, I like the aesthetic of it, I think it's a pretty cool one. Stats-wise, though, unfortunately, this thing is a little bit on the weaker side. It has a base 5k multiplier, loses 2 multiplier for every ore process, loses 4 multiplier for flaming ores that process. And apparently it doesn't have any stats of the Anguish, which I'm a little bit confused by. Maybe this thing hasn't been fully tested or we haven't fully understood the stats of it, but as of right now, the way I understand this item, it is not very good. That may change. Maybe check out the comments. If we learn more about it, I'll leave a pinned comment having updated stats and all that, but as of right now, I really can't recommend going for this thing, especially with its price. It takes 10 Sakura Gardens and 5 Dreamer's Anguishes to get, so it's a very expensive item to craft. And the multiplier really doesn't justify the cost. I don't think this thing is worth going for. Next up, the Anguished Guardian of the Gate, which, as you may guess, is a fusion of the Dreamer's Anguish and the Guardian of the Gate. It takes 4 Anguishes and 8 Guardians. And this one has similar stats to the Anguish in that it processes the higher value ores at a better multiplier. Anything below 100 sextillion will be 400 times. Anything from 100 sextillion to 100 septillion will be 800 times. From 100 septillion to 100 octillion, it'll be 1600. 100 octillion to 100 nonillion will be 3200, and anything above 100 nonillion will be 6400 times. And if you're off your base, it gives an extra 4 times multiplier. This thing seems alright. I don't know if it's really worth going for, but the multiplier is decent. If you're able to be off your base and you really need the multiplier as well, this thing can be pretty solid. It is a bit expensive with 4 anguishes, but still not a bad choice. Next up, we got the Fire Crystallized System, and I really like the description for this one. This is a fusion between the Crystallized System and the Fire Crystal Mine. Takes 4 Fire Crystal Mines, 8 Crystallized Systems, and this thing is an industrial upgrader. To power it through here, it takes a coal to power it for 1 second, but when it's powered, it does a 12